Today is a rainy day here, and we have a special blessing at 1 o'clock today, Eastern Standard Time. It is the Urbi et Ubi blessing, usually given on Easter and Christmas by Pope Francis over the whole world. The grace of this time during this coronavirus is closeness. The Lord is close to the brokenhearted, saves those whose spirit is crushed. Notice the present tense of the verb is close, is crushed, saves, all present moment. In Hebrew, we catch again the real drift of the meaning of this. Kerov Adonai Nishibre Leb Ve'et Dake Ruach Yoshi. It means always saves, always redeems, timeless present. It's not the Lord was near or the Lord will be near in the future. The Lord is near to the brokenhearted and saves the crushed in spirit, all present tense. We read this psalm today, Psalm 34. It's one thing to have a disease, and most of the people that I'm talking to and getting calls from and for are not people that have coronavirus. They are people that have so much or overwhelmed. They are brokenhearted, crushed in spirit. It's one thing to have a bodily ailment, but when it begins to affect your spirit, you have the feeling you're done. This is enough. I had enough. That is the deepest pain. Crushed in spirit, broken hearted. Like the teenager who loses their first love. Just broken hearted. Well, today we read this psalm. The Lord is close to the brokenhearted and saves those whose spirit is crushed. In the last verse, the Lord is the Redeemer of souls of his servants, and none are condemned who take refuge in him. Today, with the Pope's blessing, may we all take refuge in him. The word redeem is redeemed, is the Redeemer. Makes, not will in the future or did in the past, but makes suffering redemptive for us now. And this can be a meaning to our suffering, to those who are brokenhearted. Pope Francis today will quote John Paul II about the value of human suffering. And it is rooted in the divine mystery of the redemption of the world. And it is likewise deeply human because in it the person discovers himself, his own humanity, his own dignity, and his own mission. When Pope Francis raises his cross to bless the world today, may everyone experience this timeless presence. He saves, not will save. He redeems, makes suffering redemptive, not will make it redemptive. He is close to the brokenhearted, not will be close to the brokenhearted, to those crushed in spirit. The blessing involves an indulgence. An indulgence is not a way to earn heaven, but it's a way to participate in the blessing so that those who are crushed in spirit and brokenhearted can participate with an open heart. Here is the theological explanation. The plenary indulgence is granted to the faithful suffering from the coronavirus who are subject to quarantine by order of health authority in hospitals or in their own homes. With a spirit detached from any sin, they unite spiritually through the media with the celebration of the Holy Mass, the recitation of the Holy Rosary, to the pious practice of the Way of the Cross or any other forms of devotion, or at least will recite the Creed, the Lord's Prayer, or a pious invocation to the Blessed Virgin Mary, offering this trial in a spirit of faith in God and charity towards their brothers and sisters, with the will to fulfill the usual conditions: sacramental confession, Eucharistic communion, which is spiritual communion, and prayer according to the Holy Father's intentions as soon as possible. Lord, may we experience your timeless presence, not that you will be there, but you are always. You save, you redeem. The Lord is close to the brokenhearted, saves those whose spirit is crushed. Is, not will be, not was, is the timeless present. Amen.